I wanna try braiding my hair since I hit my head. Basically, four people now have told me that my stutter sounds better. So I feel a bit more comfortable talking about it. Basically, what had happened was I was at work, and the site that I normally work at, they keep the mini fridge on the floor instead of on a cabinet, which I never had an issue with because I'm so short. But this day, I guess, I don't know, but I was crouched down putting specimens in the fridge, and when I stood up, the corner of the counter next to the mini fridge, I hit right here, and everyone asks me if I went unconscious, and I don't remember at all. But I do remember getting up from the floor face first. I tell people I must have fell forward and hit the front of my head here, because when I got up, I went straight to my colleagues and I asked them, am I bleeding? And my other colleague said, no, you're not bleeding, but your forehead here looks really red. And then I remember everything got really bright, and I looked at my other colleague, and I asked, what does that mean? And then my head started pounding. So I chugged some ibuprofen, and my colleagues told me to tell my supervisor, and blah, 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 blah. So I go to the ER, and everything I thought was fine. My sister took me to the ER, and I didn't think that I was speaking irregularly, and I'm very hard-headed, and I remember saying I was fine, and I told them I took some ibuprofen, and it wasn't no big deal. But I also like to minimize a lot about what I go through, because I don't want to be a burden or bothersome, which is not healthy anyway. Since then, I've had some weird things with my memory and judgment. It's been kind of depressing, honestly, but I lost my train of thought. all I do since then is get on my PC and play video games. But I've been so self-conscious about the stutter that I haven't been live, which is sad. But anyway, can't remember what I was gonna say. When it comes to the stutter, it feels like it comes from my diaphragm. Like I can feel my diaphragm like pulsing or clenching or something. And it makes it difficult to talk. But there are also certain syllables that I seem to have an issue with too. But that's been getting better, I think. I've been practicing just talking regularly with my friends online, and it seems to be going good. That's the Gen G and T1 match from 12 days ago. I also find when I meditate at night that I my breaths outwards are also so kind of wavy. The worst part about this whole situation is because I have to go through workers' comp. I have to wait for approvals and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I was supposed to see a neurologist for this stutter and the fact that I have no balance. Like I still have to sit on in a shower chair. But I was supposed to see a neurologist on the 4th, but they rescheduled me for the October. I have to go another 4 weeks before I even find out if I have brain damage. Apparently, my CT scans were normal. So I did an MRI, and I don't know if I have any brain damage, and if it's even treatable, or if I just have to live with a stutter, which sucks. But on the bright side, my hands feel normal again. That's all. I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to remember.